Hey guys, this is a very special episode because we have our very first special guest on the show.
It's me.
Hannah.
It's
I'm
Hannah.
Hannah.
And she's going to review Tangled with us.
That's right. Tangled. Tangled, it's a Disney movie.
It is a Disney movie.
And as of this recording right now, it is the 24th, right?
Mhm,
Yeah. November 24th, 10 years ago today, Tangled came out. And that was a day before Thanksgiving. I don't know why they didn't just wait a day because that's a big day for
It's a
movies.
very random fact, but cool.
But yeah, 10 years ago today, that's why we're doing it now. So yeah, I guess I'll leave up. We got some cold hard facts about this movie, some trivia coming straight from IMDb, so you know it's legit.
I didn't get mine from IMDb.
Well, one of the things I had that I think pretty interesting. Both Kristen Bell and Idina Menzel both tried out for Rapunzel. Both of them, they were cast in Frozen.
For Anna and Elsa, in case
A
you
couple
didn't
years
know.
later, yeah. And it was originally just going to be called Rapunzel, like the other Disney princess movies. But there was, like, after Princess and the Frog came out, that was right before Tangled, and that was like a flop. It was like a box office flop because they thought like it only appealed to girls because it was Princess and the Frog. So that's why like they changed it to Tangled, to gender neutral, I guess. And then in the trailers, they focus more on Flynn in the trailers rather than Rapunzel. Just I don't call him Eugene though.
It's Eugene. Eugene is who he is.
So we're going
now.
right to this now, like the debate of what his
Whatever.
name is.
It's Eugene. Eugene Fitzherbert.
He says Flynn, she says Eugene. My notes say Flynn/Eugene.
Oh.
So just whatever.
Yeah, technically, I don't know. His birth records say Eugene
But
Fitzherbert.
they call him Eugene throughout the whole series.
Oh yeah, the series. Yeah, there's a 3 seasons of show of
Tangled the
Tangled.
series.
That's crazy because this movie is one of the Disney movies that didn't get an arbitrary sequel. It was only one movie, and it was enough to kick off like a 3-season TV show. That's pretty good. And like, I don't really know anything. I know she has long hair in it.
Yeah.
So what happened?
So it basically takes place right after the movie, but before the wedding. Have you guys seen like the wedding short?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I
so
haven't, actually.
It's
it
basically,
takes
I
place
saw it.
in between.
It was on Disney Plus. I didn't watch
it's
it.
basically Maximus and Pascal. They go on a little adventure chasing the two wedding
Wacky
rings.
hijinks, nice.
Pretty much, yeah.
So I'm not gonna spoil anything, but she does get her long hair back.
I saw that and all the thing. I mean, like that's good. I mean, like, I didn't really like the animation and she had the
Yeah.
short hair. I didn't really like that. More facts. We got sideline. You said this as a joke. I don't know if you knew this. The other day you said this as a joke, and it says Flynn was designed. The character Eugene was
Oh no,
designed.
this is 100% true.
Yeah, I know. He was designed in what was called the quote hot man meeting. Do you know this?
Yes,
Yeah.
a bunch of women went into a room and they compared pictures of hot guys, and well, a couple hours later, Flynn was made.
Yeah, and it says on the walls of like the office, like where they had the meeting, there were pictures of Johnny Depp, Hugh Jackman, Brad Pitt, David Beckham, and Gene Kelly.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they're like pictures of all of that. That's so weird for an animated character, and then it is Disney-tized. So you said I thought you were joking, and that's
No,
crazy. It's
that's
called
like
the hot
cold,
man
hard
meeting.
fact. The hot man meeting.
I wonder how many times they've done that, like in Disney history. I wonder how many times. You know, that's weird. That just gets weird.
Yeah.
Oh, that's all the facts I have.
One
Let's
last
see
one,
that.
which I don't believe you mentioned. It's the 50th animated Disney movie.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and this was coming right off of like Disney was, riding high in the 90s, 89 to 99 was the Renaissance. How many movies? What was there? 10 movies in the Renaissance.
Something like that. Yeah.
And those are like all the classic Disneys. And then right after that, it sucked. All the movies sucked. It was like Brother Bear and Meet the Robinsons.
Oh.
And- I never saw
I love
it.
that
Just
movie.
looking at it like,
That movie's
Chicken
so
Little.
good. Oh yeah, Chicken Little sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like all those movies came out and they all sucked, apparently. And then
My 6th grade self was kind of like a combination of the main character from Meet the Robinsons and
Yeah.
Chicken Little.
the hair.
Like, if you have seen like a picture of me from like middle school, that is exactly what I looked like.
We'll superimpose one right over Hannah.
You were
But
saying.
but then Bolt came out, 2008, and that was a good movie. That was like promising. I'm like, okay, like, people were like, okay, Disney, like, what you got? And then Princess and the Frog came out, and people liked that movie. It flopped in the box office, like I said, but people liked it. And then it was like the 50th movie. I'm like, we gotta do something. So they did Tangled, and it was really good. I don't know what happened, but like it captures the same vibe as like the old Disney movies.
Yeah.
But it's still like I have written down. I think like Rapunzel she's such a well written princess because like she's not pushing like feminism and the hero or anything like that, which it's fine in a movie, but like it gets annoying in the new ones.
Yeah.
It gets a little annoying with Elsa. Like I'm not a fan of Elsa
Yeah.
as a character, but like Rapunzel, she's like that. She's like independent and stuff, but like she's also like but like, it's just fun to see her. Like she's like bubbly and like quirky and everything like that, like the classic princesses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so I think it's time to get to the honest thoughts. Hannah, you are our first ever guest, so why don't you start with your honest thoughts on Tangled? Just
What do you think about
start
the movie?
anywhere. What do you think about the movie?
As long as
Well,
you're honest.
it's my favorite Disney movie, so it holds a very special place in my heart. I think it has amazing music.
Yeah, it's the songs and the soundtrack.
Yeah.
The score. I mean, the score is great. Like I just know the one track is called Flynn Wanted, and Alan Menken did the score for that. It's a really really good song. It's the background music. It's really good. Like I noticed that about it. Yeah. You guys say anything else? I'm sorry.
I love the animation. I think it's just very pleasing to watch.
Very pleased.
They're good at animating hair. Like, I've noticed that in 3D Disney movies. I'm like, wow, this is
Especially
really good.
like her long 72 inches of hair, not inches.
That's what
feet
I'm
of
referring
hair.
to. Yeah.
Like especially just.
And like I even know in Moana. I saw Moana before Tangled, I think, and like the hair is really good in that movie.
Yeah.
I've noticed that about Disney. I don't know. They have the hot man meetings, and they're good at animating hair.
Yeah, animating hair is like hard.
I know.
It's-
I would imagine.
Drawing hair is not fun.
Oh yeah, you're drawing.
You are an
Drawing hair
artist,
is
that's
not
right.
fun. It's
She's
not
an artist.
fun at all. Yes. But also, I think all the characters are so likable, and like
It is good.
like
good
even
character
Mother
work.
Gothel is such an amazing villain. Like
She has underrated comedy in it.
Yeah.
Also.
Yeah.
She's pretty funny, you know.
Mhm.
I think like she has a brilliant concept of a villain, but like there are like rare points in the movie where the audience can almost like forget that she's the bad guy. Like
I know, yeah.
Like when
The
she
first
comes
time I was
back
watching
into the
it.
tower, like right after When Will My Life Begin, she comes back and we just see her as mother figure. Like, and then once she leaves, I'm like, oh wait, she's the villain.
But it's a Disney mother figure, so it's yeah. It's like of course she's gonna be the villain. Very very Disney safe death. You know, it just falls out the window and dust.
Yeah.
Disney loves dust for some reason. They love
Yep,
dust.
But I think like the death, it wasn't because Pascal was like, nope, you're falling out the window. I think
oh yeah,
it's because
Pascal
like
was MVP at the
because
end.
like Flynn like just he cut the hair and then like all the magic in the hair it's like gone. So when she fell out, like you saw her like just become old like rapidly. So
I
like
know,
as she was
yeah.
falling out, like I think just her age caught up to her because like she's been doing it for hundreds of years.
I know,
So
right?
like she just disappeared. Like that's what she would have been if she
That's
hadn't used the magic in the hair from the golden flower.
I think yeah, like what you said about the animation. It's really cool to see her like when she shows up in different parts of the movie. There's like gray streaks in her hair. There's like wrinkles on her face. It like,
Yeah,
fluctuates around. It's really really cool to see that. You know.
They're
Ooh,
fun.
I have something to say.
Okay, go ahead.
I like how Maximus and Pascal don't talk. It's like I feel like
Yeah.
a lot of times
Yeah.
in
It's just
Disney
like-
movies they try to make the side
Yeah.
characters like not side characters, the sidekicks
The
talk
supporting
Mhm.
character.
when they're animals, and it's like I feel like just adds
A lot of
like
anything
a
against the talking
grown
animals
up.
in Disney.
I feel like it adds like a
Yeah,
but-
mature-ish.
Very
It's like
immature.
funny when it's just like the gestures and like the facial expressions, but like
Very
just when they're
mature
not
movie.
like just talking.
Like
Man,
Mushu
sword
is great,
fight.
but like if they talk, I
Mushu?
feel like it wouldn't work.
Mushu's underrated. I like Mushu.
Mushu's great.
Yeah, you gotta have the arbitrary Disney sidekicks, the animal sidekicks, but like this movie, it's literally like it watched all of the animation or all of the golden era of Disney, the '90s movies, and think, okay, we need to have that, we need to have that, we need to have. Like in the beginning, there's like the whole thing, like they do that in Beauty and the Beast,
Mhm.
like the exposition in the beginning, introducing the villain and everything. And then they introduce the hero. There's the song about going about my daily routine, and they do that in Beauty and the Beast also. And like it's all that. And it kind of like it's reminiscent of all the old school stuff, but
Pretty much,
with
yeah.
like a new thing to it.
Yeah.
Speaking of how it starts, what a cool opening line. This is the story of how I died.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I didn't pick up on that the first time I watched it, because like I watched like over the course of like 3 days. It was like on my phone. But then when I rewatched it, I saw that in the beginning, and I'm like, I don't remember this. And I was like, what happened? And then it wasn't until the end when he actually did he die?
Technically, yeah.
Yeah.
For like a couple seconds.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
It's alive.
Yeah, let's talk about the ending here. So
The
right
ending.
after,
The beginning right to the end.
right after I watched the movie for the first time, I put the review of it on my Snapchat story, and I put in the review that I'm like, the ending was a little bit weird, but it doesn't change how I feel about the movie. And she commented out, she's like, what do you mean about the ending? And I'm like, well, I have a couple problems with the ending. She's like, what do you mean?
I've got a couple problems with the ending first.
Like, I actually do. Like, I was watching it. So, first off, why... I mean, I get why, literally why, but why didn't Flynn let her heal him before he cut her hair off? Like, I know
he
the
was
movie.
just very determined to make sure she was safe.
I know.
Like, he's a
Literally-
dynamic character. He started off as a thief, and then he just, like, turned into this, like, well-rounded guy.
Yeah, I get that. Like, I get that, like, he changed and everything, but I think it's just, like there were smarter ways to go about doing that. And I get,
Well, yeah, that's
dramatic
logical.
flair,
It- it-
Dying.
whatever.
Just, like,
He was dying.
Yeah, so she could have waited for him, or he could have waited for her to heal him, and then, like, chopped off the hair.
Yeah,
I mean,
like, that's the logical
whatever,
thing
it's
to
Disney.
do, but, like, it's just showing how much
Probably
he's
not in the
changed
right
since
mind
the
when you're
beginning.
bleeding out.
It's
I
like,
don't know.
Well,
they still
You're
can't
probably
get
not
my
in the right
nose
state of
right.
mind when you're bleeding out. I mean, he was literally.
I mean, okay.
Like, I mean,
Yeah, there was that, and then there was her tear that healed him. That was just, I mean, like, yeah, I guess it makes sense because, like, she was
This
born.
Disney had to happen.
Yeah, she was born because of the flower, so yeah, like, there's magic in her, not only in her hair, but in her tears.
Genes and tears and
But, like, I was watching it, and, like, she did that. I'm like, oh, where'd that come from? Like, it wasn't set up before in the movie. And, like, yeah, like, I'm kind of criticizing that, but, like, I don't care. It is a great, like, it's one of my favorite Disney movies. It doesn't change how I feel about it. It's just, yeah, I have a couple problems with the ending.
How about the line though, like before he gets up to the tower, just like Rapunzel let down your hair. Like that's the most like heard line from just the tale of Rapunzel in general,
Yeah.
not just like Tangled. So like just to hear that, it was just like wow.
But yeah, hey, they're
Wow.
doing this.
and it's
Yeah.
like the first time you hear it, because like in the classic, he like that's how he meets her.
Mm-hmm.
But like in this, that's like the only time you hear it.
I don't
Yeah.
really
That's
know
cool.
about the Brothers Grimm,
In it,
the original.
He like goes to visit her like multiple times, but she stays up in the tower. So like.
I know it gets dark. Like I know, like he gouges his eyes out.
Oh yeah, that's what it because like
Because
the
it's a
Grimm,
fairy tale. So
and it's the Grimm brothers. So
yeah, that's weird. Speaking of Flynn, speaking of Tangled, no, no, I noticed this in the first time I watched it. Zachary Levi, who plays Flynn, he played Shazam. Did you see Shazam?
I didn't. I wanted to see it.
You
so
never saw
badly.
Shazam.
No, I didn't see Shazam.
It's amazing. It's great. I don't watch the DC movies. I saw that though, and it's great. I didn't even connect those dots until like a couple weeks after I saw him. Like, oh, he's Shazam. Like, he plays Shazam, and he gives such a good voice performance. He's very present. You know, like a lot of like his delivery is very. It's like legitimately funny.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's not just like like
It's
let's laugh
amazing.
because it's a simple Disney joke. Why not? You know, life's too short. But like it's actually like it's pretty. Like it's funny. It's a funny. Like there's good comic relief in it.
Oh no, they still can't get my nose right.
Yeah, like that's a legitimately funny thing.
One of my favorite things about him is like Rapunzel will say something like, or in a thing, like she says her name. It'll be like Blondie. She'll be like Rapunzel. He goes Gesundheit.
Yeah.
Like he just like says like
Yeah.
these random weird things
Yeah.
to. And then he like speaks in Spanish at one point, and I heard
Is
it
he?
like when I was rewatching it. And I was like speaking in Spanish
I
right
don't
now.
think so.
It's just like a really small little part, or maybe I don't know. I just remember it. I remember it. I've seen this
Maybe
movie
you
many
dreamt
times.
it. I don't know. Maybe
No, I remember.
you
him
dreamt
saying
Flynn
it.
Rider speaking in Spanish. I don't know.
I remember him saying it. It's at
At what
part in the
part?
movie. it's like a little small line where he says
He
it.
just switches on and on.
What a dream it must be to just dream about Flynn Rider just speaking Spanish.
No, it's-
Como
it's-
está?
It's like a little line. I'll find it, and I'll point it out.
Alright.
Did you put on like Spanish dub like on Disney Plus? Like you're
Well,
watching it, you're just like
it's
fooling around with the
something-
remote, like Spanish. Oh shit! You just like go back. Like, he just said that line in Spanish. Like
It's
yeah, of
something
course.
you learn in like Spanish once. It's easy to pick up on.
What? What does he say?
It's just like a
Okay,
random
pause.
thing. I think simpatico. That's what he
Simpatico.
says.
Oh, that's a word.
That's
Yeah.
a word.
Yeah, I thought you
But
said
it's
like a sentence, like a full like Spanish sentence that he just randomly turns on. Like,
Oh, no.
I think I would have noticed
Like Buzz
that.
Lightyear.
Yeah. Oh yeah. In Spanish. Wow. Yeah, that's a throwback.
We were talking about Buzz Lightyear in the last episode.
Yeah. Yeah, we were.
What else?
What else?
We were on the topic of
That's pretty much.
quotes just a second ago. My favorite, and I'm sure this is probably from every fangirl of Tangled, just, what if it's not everything I dreamed it would be? It will be. Well, what if it is? What do I do then? Well, that's the easy part, I guess. You get to go find a new dream.
Oh, yeah.
It's delivered
Wait, I don't know. If
Great.
you guys
That
know
was
this.
right before I see the light.
right before the land.
Do you
Yeah,
know
like,
people call them new dream. Like as a relationship, they call them new dream. It's
Yeah.
so cute. Like I love them.
it's
Sorry.
just delivered.
Sorry,
so
I'm a
great.
girl. Sorry.
It's fine.
The first time I was watching it, if you haven't picked up by now, I watched it 2 times. I keep on saying it. But the first time I watched it, I picked up on that line, like the new dream, and then like at the end, like they bring it back. I was like, "You're my new dream." Yeah, yeah. They go. I picked on that the first time, but the second time I watched it, that went right over my head. I don't know why. It's usually weird, but like the whole new dream, the first like that quote that you said, I didn't even really. Yeah, no, that was the I see the light.
Despite the way that I said it, like, just, it was actually delivered, like, very, very well, I thought.
Yeah, it's good. It's great
then-
delivery by everyone.
And, like, it's a
Randy Moore's
great,
really good.
almost kind of like a segue into what I think is the best scene in the entire movie.
Yeah, see the light.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a great. Yeah, because I love that song.
Oh my god, it's so pretty.
Yeah, I love that song because that's the arbitrary love song in the Disney movie. But it's all in one setting. It's all just them and Lantern. That's all it is. And it's great.
Pretty.
I know, that's what I'm saying. It's great, but it's like the beauty's in the simplicity. It's just that, and it just and it works for the entire song. You know, it's good. Let's talk about the age difference between Rapunzel. No.
Isn't it like 18 and 26?
Yeah, he's 26.
He's 26. Is that like
But
the wiki or
then
something?
in the series, I don't know if you're older or you're younger. They find out that it's not he like had a different birthday or something. So apparently that's not his actual age.
I lied about
Wait,
my
is he older or
age
younger?
and my name.
I don't remember.
Because that's
It's
the
one-
kind
I
of
feel
guy
like
that I
yeah.
It's
am.
that he's
'Cause it-
younger, but there's like a whole episode about it. It's like I'm not
The
even
whole
my
epi-
age. I don't know who I am. And I'm like, oh, okay, dude.
I'm not actually 26. I'm 14 years old. I'm awkward and sweaty. And it's,
The beard and everything. 14 years old.
Oh my god, yeah, but that.
it's just like a permanent marker, just like a stubble. And
Sorry, I just found it.
Wait, I think that happens in the series too. I feel like he draws on.
Wait, what?
No. That's very.
You're
Varian draws on a mustache.
Who?
Well, it's.
Oh,
It's who Jeremy Jordan plays. No, but there's like a flashback episode.
who is Joe?
He plays Varian.
Who is he? He's a-
He was the main character
He was
on
in
Book
Moses.
of Mormon.
Oh, okay. I heard of that.
Yeah. No, not Jeremy Jordan. I'm sorry, not Jeremy. It was something else.
That was Michael Jordan.
That was- That's
Yeah,
Andrew
he played
Reynolds.
basketball for the Bulls. Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, he was in.
He was in
Newsies.
Smash. That's what I'm thinking of. Andrew Reynolds
Yeah.
was in Book of Mormon. I'm sorry.
That's what I noticed. That's what I noticed about that. Like, where like she's not like the stoic old business,
Yeah.
you know, hero like Moana. Yeah, I mean, Moana. I don't really have a problem with Moana, but she's kind of like Elsa is the prime example of like stoic. Like I don't need a man to solve my problems. Yeah, like, it gets annoying, and like Rapunzel's not like that. I like that.
Yeah,
It's
I
not
feel-
like
I feel
on the nose. It's like very kind of subtle.
It's good.
I
Yeah.
feel like Disney is starting to like overplay that whole female who doesn't need a man thing. Like
I know.
get it. Not everyone needs to be in a relationship. But
I
feel
know.
like-
Yeah, but like.
Like you could just not make the relationship the main part of the movie, but still include it. I don't know. I feel like it's just like
What was the most recent Disney princess movie? Was it Moana? Or Not counting Frozen 2. Was it Moana?
He might have been Moana.
That was
I'm not sure.
I think it was
2016.
Moana.
Huh.
Really? Holy crap.
There's a new one coming out, a new Disney movie.
That
Raya and the
movie
Last Dragon.
looks
It
so
looks
good.
exactly. Did you watch the trailer?
For
It
what?
looks like Avatar in the Last Dragon. It's exactly
she does look a lot
Avatar.
like Korra.
Raya and the Last Dragon. Is that what it's called?
No, I didn't see that.
It looks
Yeah.
exactly like Avatar. Like the plot of it looks like Avatar. Like I'm gonna go see it
I'm so
because I feel like I have to, but
Well, yeah, like it's just like you feel obligated, like if you're just into Disney
citizen of
movies.
society.
Yeah, pretty much.
You kind of have to go see it. It's a Disney movie.
And then when you like walk by someone who's like, huh, Disney, gross.
this movie actually kind of got me into Disney. Like I watch it, and I'm like, I should watch more Disney movies. This is good. And I did. Like I started watching a lot of like the old school Disney movies, and I really enjoy them. You know, it's just really, really fun to watch them. Karate Kid. You want to do the cash now?
Sure.
All right. I think we're gonna finish off today, doing. I'm really excited to get to this. This is an animated movie.
Mm-hmm.
If you didn't know, this is our first animated movie that we're talking about.
But
And-
clearly it's a success, so Disney's gonna make a live action version of it eventually.
Eventually, it's coming. It's
Yeah.
coming, definitely. I'm surprised there hasn't been more talk of like a sequel at least of this movie because it's a huge. Everyone loves this movie. You know?
There's been this series, so I don't think well.
Yeah, I think that's the
Yeah.
only reason it won't go.
And the whole series is canon,
Series.
right?
Ooh.
That's crazy. That's crazy to think about. But we're gonna do the dream cast of Tangled. So what it is if they're making a live action Tangled, we're gonna give our ideas for which actors should play the characters, and we have full access to space and time to cast this Tangled movie. We could travel to any time period, get any actor or actress, however old, you know,
Yeah, because it's a dream cast. Like it could
and
be
bring
whatever.
them to the modern era to be entangled.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna start because I don't want to. So when do you guys start?
You start.
Okay.
Guest.
So
The guest.
if
The guest.
Anybody knows me, they know I'm a theater kid. So mine is kind of more of a Broadway dream cast, just because
Nice.
I don't know a lot of broad Hollywood actors and actresses.
Hollywood.
So you want to like
Cinema.
everybody does the one character like.
No.
So I'll say Rapunzel first, Christy Altamar. You see Anastasia? She's Anastasia. She was in Carrie.
If you know who any of these people are, let us know.
Nobody's gonna know these people.
They'll
So
be commenting
she's-
in the
I know.
comments section.
She is just one of the most amazing people I've ever met. She's literally so
You
nice.
met her?
Yeah. She goes to stage door like every night. She like has like a 5-minute conversation with you, which most Broadway actors don't do, and obviously they have places to be, so I don't expect them to.
How many times did you see that show? I know that's like your
I saw
favorite
it
show.
Which one?
Nice.
3 times.
Anastasia.
Anastasia.
Oh, okay. I
She's
never
just like
remember.
literally such an amazing person. I think she would be perfect for that. So.
All right.
Nice.
Take
Keep
your word
going.
for it.
Keep
Yeah,
going.
got it.
Absolutely.
So, for Eugene, this is the required, and this could be Broadway or Hollywood, and it has to be Jordan Fisher. Like, it just has to be.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah,
Fisher
I
was
I
respect
know
that.
him. I know him.
Respect that.
Perfect for that role.
I feel like he would actually be good.
Jordan
Yeah.
is. If I had to describe a perfect man, I would say Jordan Fisher.
That's-
So,
okay, yeah.
I mean,
I could definitely see
he
that.
can sing.
What was he? Was he in?
He was in Teen Beach Movie.
Was he in Rent?
He
Yeah,
was
He
in
was
Rent.
Yeah, that's what I'm
and,
thinking. I'm really the right person.
He is in Dear Evan Hansen now. I mean, they're not doing Dear Evan Hansen.
The movie?
No, not the movie.
Okay,
That's Ben
alright.
Platt.
Yeah. I know who you're talking. I think he would actually be really good. That's a
But-
good cast.
He can sing. He's got a nice face.
He's got a
Um,
nice.
And I just feel like he would play that.
Can he
character
smolder
really
now?
well.
Wait,
I
can he
feel
do
like
the smolder?
can.
Like, I could just picture him in my mind, and I'm like, I think he can smolder. I really think he can smolder.
That's a requirement. I mean, you gotta do the smolder.
He has to do the smolder, and then Rapunzel has to push him over so he can be like, "You broke my smolder." That needs to be in there.
I love all of the reviews on like iTunes of this, and it's like every single one of them. It's like, I'm a guy and I enjoyed this movie, and Flynn Rider's smolder is great. Like, all of them are. It's so weird.
I mean, yeah, pretty much. Okay, so for Gothel, you know who this is. Jessica Vosk. We saw her
Yes.
as Elva Von
Mhm.
Wicked. I think she would be amazing. She has an insane voice, and I just think I could see her playing that character. I've never seen her play a villain, but I feel like
Sweet.
she would really, because also
Nice.
she could play that more, you know, Is she actually the
Nice.
vampire?
Nice. Well, do you know who Jessica Voss
I
is,
don't.
Enzo?
I don't know Jessica Voss
She's
is.
very talented.
Yeah.
And my favorite song from the movie is the Mother Knows Best reprise.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
I don't like those
It's
songs.
so cool.
They're good. The reprise is better. The
reprise
villainous
is so
reprise
good.
is always
And
good.
I
In
feel
Prince
like-
Ali and Aladdin,
Oh, yeah.
my god, that
That's
reprise
so
is great.
Iconic.
Yeah, my favorite song. I don't know what my favorite song is.
Yeah.
Mine is definitely I See the Light.
I mean,
I-
that's
Either
just-
that or I Have a Dream. I
That's
Have a
just
Dream
from
is
the
such
movie.
an underrated.
That's
that
probably
scene
like
is
the
great.
most catchiest, like.
Oh, it's great. I think the piano in it. Like I was listening, I was watching the movie, and I'm like, wow, like, this is actually a really good song. Yeah, that's a great. I like that. I like that scene.
And like the hook hand, he gets on the piano and he's playing with like the hook in the. I'm like,
yeah.
yeah, you be the best
Like-
pianist ever. It's like you do
This
that.
is
buddy.
Disney. I mean, like this is exactly what I wanted from a Disney movie.
Speaking of Hook Hand, you guys aren't gonna. Nobody's gonna know who this is really. So Dylan Saunders is from a little theater. Do you know who he is?
I don't think so.
He's from a theater company called Star Kid. They make kind of comedy musicals.
Who's this for?
Hook Hand.
Okay,
Oh, you cast. Oh, wow, you can haul in.
just did the three.
He also is Vincent Van Gogh in Starry the Musical, which is one of my favorite musicals. And I just think he would really play that character well. If you ever get a chance, listen to him sing something because he's insanely talented.
Nice.
And then for Pascal and Maximus, I have Andrew Keenan Bolger as Pascal.
Yes.
He would be so good.
Mm-hmm.
I think they should do what
I
I don't even know who that
100%
is, but I think they should do what they did in the SpongeBob musical. Where it's just a skateboard, a skateboard like dressed like a chameleon.
Oh my gosh. And
That's
then
awesome.
Maximus, so I saw a thing saying Alex Brightman should play it. You know who Alex Brightman is,
Mhm.
Beetlejuice.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought Darren Criss would just be really funny with Andrew Keenan Bolger. I just like to see how they play on each other reasonably.
Well, maybe both of them because it's a horse, right? So it'll be one of them will have to be the front of the horse, and one will have to
That
be
would
the
be
back.
great. Alex Brightman and Darren Criss, that would be amazing.
Oh, that's awesome.
Who would be the front and who would be the back?
They would switch. Act 1, while one of them would be in the front, and Act 2, it would
Yeah.
be no one will know. That'd be great.
Perfect.
That'd be
That's-
great,
that's
actually.
all I have.
All right,
That
nice.
was really good, actually. I was very thought. Do you want to go? Or you want me to go?
I'll go.
Alright.
So I didn't really put too much thought into this. Usually I do with stuff like this, but I didn't. I don't know why. I just did the three: Rapunzel, Eugene, and Mother Gothel. So Rapunzel, this was surprisingly the one that I was struggling with. So I chose a Disney Channel star for this. I chose Meg Donnelly because I can just.
What was she in?
I
I
can
can
just
see
see-
that.
she was in Zombies.
Yeah. that movie.
He
I
didn't
can't believe
grow
I don't
up
know
on
any
Disney
of these
Channel.
actors. All I know is
Dude.
Jordan Fisher.
Jordan Fisher's the best. How do you know?
I get Disney Channel vibes though from Rapunzel. I feel like that's good casting. I don't even
She would be
really.
good.
Flynn Rider / Eugene Fitzherbert, whichever you prefer to call him. I just went with Zac Efron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His name was going through my mind a lot when I was trying to come up with one. Just because, like, yeah, like I feel like he would actually. I feel like he would be great. Like that's like the first name that comes to mind. Like for me and you at least. Like I remember we were together. I think we were like, who would we cast as like Flynn Rider? And like it's like how like Zac Efron. I'm like yeah, but
Yeah.
like I feel like he would do good. You know, he can sing. He's
He's
another
young.
Disney Channel alum.
He's
And yeah. I
based
feel like
on
he would be good.
just the media an attractive male.
Yeah. He has the beard.
He does.
Sure, he could smolder.
I'm sure because like they can do his hair to like make it look like Flynn.
How about Gothel?
Gothel, I just went with Meryl Streep.
Ooh, all right. That's good. That's actually really good. I like that. Now for me, I didn't have one. I couldn't come up with one for Flynn. I was thinking I was gonna do Zac Efron, which I think is great. Another name that came to me today, which I immediately disregarded, but I'll still say, was Hugh Jackman. I mean, I don't know.
He's like 50 years old.
Time is we could go back in time. Like I said, yeah,
That's
I could get
true.
young Hugh
Yeah.
Jackman on. I could get like X-Men Hugh Jackman, you know, 20 years ago, and just have him play a mix of like Wolverine and P.T. Barnum. Like that's I feel like Flynn, right? But no, like I disregard that. I thought I'd say it though. I can't believe that none of you guys said this for Rapunzel. Well, no, I'll do Gothel first. For Gothel, the first name I kept on thinking, I didn't know she played actually a very similar role to Gothel. in a live action Disney movie. I didn't know this, but like before I even knew that, I had her in mind as Kate Blanchett. You know, she was Hela in Thor Ragnarok. She played the stepmother in Cinderella, apparently. I never saw live action Cinderella, but I kept on going back to her as Goth. I don't know if she could sing or not. That's not really a requirement in Disney anymore. They'll auto-tune, you know.
Auto-tune.
Yeah.
We saw in Beauty and the Beast, Miss Emma Watson. You're great.
Can't you
but
sing? Can't Emma Watson? I mean, I don't know.
I feel like just movies anymore, they like auto-tune it even if you can sing to the point where it just sounds like they're literally perfect. So it just takes out like actual like, you know, emotion in their voice. So I mean, even if she is a really good singer, it just doesn't sound.
And Gaza doesn't sing that much, but when she does, it's very powerful.
Yeah.
She has like a powerhouse voice.
Yeah.
I don't know who plays her. I don't know what the actress's name is. And then for Rapunzel, I can't believe you guys didn't say this. Stop in the time machine, because this actress is like 40 years old now, so let's go back in time. 20 years ago, you know, she's like about the age.
Mhm.
I have Kristen Bell. I think Kristen Bell would be great. I mean,
Yeah.
this is before she
Okay.
played Anna. This is before 20 years ago. Like, I think she's great. She could
I
do the
thought about it, but I
comedy.
wasn't sure.
She could do the comedy. She
Mhm.
could do like the stubborn kind of like snarkiness, and she could also do like the bubbliness.
Mhm.
She could sing, and she has blonde hair. So like that's
I mean, like Anna and Rapunzel are basically the same character.
Basically, yeah,
Anna
you
is
said that before.
Literally just white and red hair.
Anna's just a little bit more feisty in a attitude.
yeah,
way.
yeah. I guess so.
Rapunzel's just feisty in a I'll hit you with a frying pan way.
That frying
The
pan.
frying
That's what
pan.
I love about her.
I love the frying pan. Like the frying pan. We should cast the frying pan.
And that's the one thing I remember when this movie. The first time like I heard of this movie, I was in kindergarten when it came out. I remember it was on like in the classroom, like at snack time or whatever. And it's like someone brought the DVD or whatever, and like I didn't watch it because I was 5 years old and a boy, so I didn't watch it. But I
The
remember
boy.
it being like,
I
oh,
can't watch Disney.
like
He's
yeah, I know.
I'm a man.
But like that frying pan is in it a lot. And then,
I'm a man.
yeah. Oh, and then my last bit of casting for Pascal. All right. It has to be. Has to be the Mandalorian star Pedro Pascal. Because there's no other option. Have you ever seen Night at the Museum? You know what they did with Owen
I've seen
Wilson,
parts
how
of
they
it.
shrunk him down.
Oh my God.
Obviously, Pascal doesn't talk. So just the movements will be Pedro Pascal.
It's just
It'll
a
be
man
him.
standing there.
No, it'll be Pedro Pascal in a mocap suit to look like a chameleon and then shrunken down. So like it looks like a normal chameleon, but it's Pedro Pascal, the Mandalorian, doing the movements. We need that. I think that would be so good. Every time I see the Mandalorian walk, I'm like, chameleon. Like that.
I love that that's the first thing that you say. He's like, yeah, he would make a great chameleon.
I just came up with that. Like I was just like looking through like IMDb and like Mandalorian news, and I was talking about Pedro Pascal, and I'm like, Pascal. I'm like, wait a minute, that's from Tangled. Wait a minute, he has to play Pascal. And so that's my dream cast for Tangled. Is Kristen Bell, Kate Blanchett, Pedro Pascal, and somebody for I don't know. Maybe they could do Andy Serkis with CGI to look exactly like Flynn.
Yeah. Like I didn't cast Maximus or Pascal because something that Disney would do is they would just make them regular animals, but they wouldn't give them the original character that they had in the original work. They would just make them just animals, like they did in Aladdin with the bird.
Ooh, oh, Iago.
Yeah, Yaga.
I didn't watch the full. I just saw from when Will Smith came to the end, the full Aladdin. It's just all the best parts. I mean, it's Will Smith.
He's got the monkeys.
He got the monkeys. A bunch of monkeys. I love him.
I think that's it, right?
I was gonna say something else about. Yeah, like the Lion King, the animals and that. And that's what's good. What we said about the animals not talking in Tangled, because like in the Lion King, that was one of the worst things about it. They look so real, and then they talk and sing, and it's so bad.
Yeah.
The lions can't act, so you know,
Like
like when
Mufasa just
dies,
falls
it's
off
like,
and he's like, ah!
God, like, don't go, like, into the lion face.
And then like Simba, he's just like, no!
That would be a problem
It's
because
literally
these
just
animals
that.
don't talk. Just get a CGI horse, and let him, beat up this man, and that is Andy Serkis as Flynn. I don't know. But yeah. Is there anything else that you guys want to say?
That's just about everything I know.
Even if you don't want to watch the series, because I understand it's not everybody's vibe, listen to the music.
Oh, music is great.
It's so
Absolutely do
good.
that.
Especially Jeremy Jordan, Eden Espinosa's song. It's called Nothing Left to Lose. If you're going to listen to anything, listen to that song. It is amazing.
I only know like 1 or 2 songs from the thing. I just listened to it. But yeah, like this movie, highly recommended. This is like if I had to make
Absolutely.
like a list of like my top like guilty pleasures of all time, this is pretty high up on the list. I love this movie. Yeah, so I think that was our review.
I don't think we pointed this out yet. It's better than Frozen.
It is. I think we did point that out, but yeah,
We're gonna say it again.
I think it is better than
Come
Frozen.
at me.
Ethan.
Come at me.
Yeah, get out of here. I think so. Yeah, so that was our review on Tangled. Hannah was our special guest.
Thank you so much for coming.
I know.
Thank you for inviting me.
Let us know how she did.
Now that we've had someone on the show, you now know that we're not lying when we say, if
I know,
you wanna
right?
be
Yeah,
on the
come at
show,
us.
you can come on the show.
Come at us, yeah. We actually didn't. We didn't invite you. You said you wanted to be
Oh
on
yeah,
the
I
show.
said I want to be on the show.
Tangled.
Either for this or Spider-Verse. Do a review on Spider-Verse.
If we
I
do
don't
a
need
review
to
on
be it,
Spider-Verse.
We'll
but
see you back for that. We'll see.
Maybe.
Yes.
Let's be
That's my
better
favorite
off.
movie of all time.
Actually,
Yes.
what number's Tangled?
Two.
Oh, all right.
I've seen Spider-Verse many times.
Spider-Verse is awesome.
Many times.
Yeah, I have to go on.
I remember scrolling through Instagram. It's like, oh, what's up, Danger?
Yeah, it's a good song.
It's a good song.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Yeah, so yeah, that was it. Let us know what you thought of the movie and of us, and subscribe and like the video.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Share it.
Ring the bell. Share it. Yeah, send it to all your friends. I think that's it, right?
Yeah. We're the Obros. We want to talk to you about stuff.